your girl Hood Barb, aka Yasago, and we're finna get into some money. Okay, so I did a poll on my Instagram and my Facebook for those that follow me at my Facebook Hood Barb, at my Instagram The Real Hood Barb. I did a poll on there a few days ago to see what y'all wanted me to talk about on my next vlog. A lot of people wanted me to talk about the 100K guy. And then some people wanted me to talk about the beginner tips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about beginner tips first. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got 50K from a customer in one day. So a few beginner tips for me as a stripper. First and foremost, like a big thing that I'm on is I always shower before work, no matter what I did, like during my day. Like even if I showered 4 hours ago when I first woke up, like I feel like before you go to work, you should always smell as fresh as you can smell. And I feel like you should always shower before work. Like after work, you should definitely shower too. But a lot of girls, I feel like they just wake up and roll out of bed. Like I've seen it before, so please stop. I work with a lot of girls. I worked at a lot of clubs, and I've seen girls that you can tell they just rolled out their bed and they really like didn't shower or do any hygiene really and then came to work. And that's disgusting. Gross. No, okay? So a big hygiene tip for me is I always use body mist no matter how many perfumes I have that are like Chanel, Gucci, or Christian Dior, any of that. I always use body mist, especially when I'm at work. I kind of like spray each item, like my panties and my bra, and then I put them on, and then I spray my entire self all the way down. So I'm going to give you an example of how I spray myself. Right? Okay. It may seem like a lot, but this is just body mist. Like it's not some real perfume or like nothing outrageous. So you can spray as much as you want. You know, it is going to last longer the more you spray. But I recommend Bath and Body Works for all my sprays. Like this is Sweet Pea. And I just love the classic. So I love Sweet Pea and Japanese Cherry Blossom. After I'm done spraying myself with the body mist, I always wipe myself. You can either do it before or after the body mist. But the body mist is just one step to fragrance for me. You know, I'm just giving you guys some stripper tips on how to be a bomb stripper, you know. So I use these Summer's Eve wipes, and they're specifically for the vagina. They're healthy for a pH balance, and they're just perfect all around. I've never had any issue using these, and I've been dancing since I'm 20 and I'm 24. So I've been using these for a while. I never use any regular brand baby wipes that regular babies use. I always go for the pH balanced baby wipes. Well, vagina wipes, you know what I mean, right? Okay. So after I wipe myself with 1 or 2 wipes, I go to my stronger perfume, either like whatever I have on hand. Lately, I've been using like Dolce & Gabbana, so it fits in all my purses, so that's what I use. Chanel is my favorite. Some more stripper hygiene tips. This is like great beginner tips because like girls, they always start dancing and they're like, oh, what should I wear? Or should I learn how to dance on the pole? And like, yeah, all that's great. But if you walk around smelling like ass, you're not going to make no money. Somebody may give you money just so you can get away so they can talk to another dancer because your hygiene is off. Okay? Right. So hygiene is a very, very big, important issue when it comes to being a dancer. Another thing for me, which I wanted to touch on when it comes to stripper hygiene and beginner tips, is do you wax or shave your vagina? I've been getting my vagina waxed since I was 19, and I just think that that's the preferable way for me. Other girls, they may be bold as hell and able to put a razor to their vagina. I mean, I've done it before when I was younger, but I just can't see myself doing it now. You know, like, yeah, no, okay. So I am big on getting a wax. I've only gone to the European Wax Center. They are like worldwide. Like I'm pretty sure any state in the United States has a European Wax Center. If they don't, you need to try to find the healthiest and the most safest way to get your vagina waxed. I always do the Brazilian wax. which is your vagina and your butt, a full strip down each like side of the inside of your ass, well, your butt. However that works out, you know what I mean, you know? Okay. So, yeah, I always do the Brazilian wax, which it ranges from $60 to $70. I always tip, so mine is like $80 to $100. When you go to get a European wax, they always, when you go to the European Wax Center to get a Brazilian wax, they always recommend that you come back every 4 weeks. I am a dancer, so I cannot wait 4 weeks to get my wax done. So I always go every 2 weeks. Sometimes I'm able to get away with 3 weeks because I've been getting the wax done for so long that my hair down there is so thin that I really don't know sometimes unless I really look down and see like, okay, it's time for me to get a wax, you know? So after a period of time of getting a wax, which is a pro versus shaving for waxing, is your hair gets really thin and it's not like all hard and like, you know, after shaving the next day it's like little pieces come sticking up spiky and like that is just so not cute. And no customer wants to feel that through your stripper clothes. That is like, nah. I mean, other girls may have better experience with shaving, but I feel like when I was shaving, I was just getting hella razor bumps. The hair was growing back thick. I just feel like it was just a constant like thing to do. And I just feel like more womanly getting waxes is just my thing. And I would just say that for anyone. It is going to hurt when you get a wax. I feel like no matter how many times I've got a wax, I always feel something. When I do get a wax, sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just the fact that someone's on my cooch. I mean, like, it is my vagina, right? Right, okay, but like, I mean, like, you're always gonna feel something. I mean, if someone was just able to just get down with the get down and just be normal with it, even after the while that I've been going, I mean, okay. Right, so some things that I purchased to help me with my wax, because at first when I would get waxes, my vagina wasn't used to it and it would like be all red and like flare up. So I would buy their items that they would recommend. After they give you the wax at the European Wax Center, they always use their serum on your vagina before they let you get up. This is a serum, and I highly recommend this for any girl that gets a wax. This is their main product, and they always use this once they're done giving a girl a wax. So I highly recommend that if you get a wax from the European Wax Center, you use this. Okay? Yeah, so this is a serum, and this is highly recommended. I always use this. I feel like whenever I have a razor bump, I just put this on and kind of like help prevent anything else and help whatever issue I have. But I feel like I barely like... I have razor bumps still now getting waxes sometimes, but definitely not like before. So it's like now it's like when I get one, I can notice it. Like, oh, I have a razor bump before. It's like I had hell of them. So it was like, you know, but it's just like a hygiene thing for me because it's like less like friction on my skin. Like I get a wax. I kind of like go at a scheduled time and my body's prepared for it, you know. So I just recommend it. Another thing that I got from the European Wax Center is the wipes. It's just to prevent ingrown hair. So they come like this. I've been using a lot of them because I use a lot, but they're thin as fuck and they're just a little white and it's just like, so when I got this, they told me when I purchased it not to use it immediately after a wax, to wait 48 to 72 hours to use it because the ingredients of this is stronger than the serum, and the serum is safe to use more than like often. That's why this is their main product. So this is like what I use like 2 to 3 days after a wax, and then I use this like right before my wax, but not like a day or two before a wax. So I don't use it a day or two after a wax for this, and I don't use it a day or two before a wax. But I use it in between a wax. You get it? So if you guys can work out your schedule, to make that make sense, you'll be better off. Normally when I travel, I do go to European wax centers if I need. So this was a part of a kit that I had. This is the lotion. I had the body wash this size and a clear serum. A clear serum roll-on thing, which was exactly this in like a different tiny travel kit. And I highly recommend you guys using their skin products even when you're traveling. Like, even for facial stuff, they have a lot of facial stuff. I was using a lot of their face products. And I just feel like that's just the route to go. Like, I know this whole time I had my shirt tucked in because these strings were just hanging down, irking my soul. Okay. But yeah, so this is part of my travel kit. This is a lotion. So it's like if you are really struggling when you get a wax, or before your wax come, if your skin is really needing stuff, I highly suggest you use their products. They really work. Trust me. Okay, so that was just my little tips on stripper hygiene. The showering before and after you go to work. Making sure you get these items that I got. I mean, some girls use any type of baby wipes, but I just feel like Summer's Eve or any type of wipes that focus on pH balance is better for your vagina and better for your overall health. Yeah, so. And of course, a lot of girls use spray at work, so it really wasn't like a rocket scientist to know to use spray at work. But it's kind of like girls will spray the spray on and they'll go around smelling like ass. And it's like, damn, like I know I just seen you spraying on a spray, but it didn't do nothing. Okay, so that's why I kind of wanted to just make it known how to use it and how to go about it. So I know you guys wanted to get updated on my surgery. If you follow me on social media, you know that I'm getting my boobs done. That probably was the one and only thing that I've ever been insecure about. Like, seriously, I just want a little chi-chis, like a little something. But yeah, so I am going to a guy in Beverly Hills. I was going to drop his name, but I'm going to wait for my future vlogs so I go more in detail, because I'm going to keep you guys in tune when I get my surgery done. So that's why it's not really a huge rush for me to just drop his name right away, because it's like, right now, you know, why not wait? But he's a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon. He's board certified, top of the line, 5 stars on Google, no negative reviews. And I did a virtual consultation with him via FaceTime on the phone, and I just felt really comfortable talking to him. Like, I did a few consultations in Oklahoma, and I did like a few questions. I was reaching out to people on social media. I was doing Google, all of this before I even picked a person. And I just feel like when I got my surgery, a huge thing for me was research. Like, yes, I have the money. I can go to somebody around the way today or tomorrow. I can go to anybody out here, you know. But I want to go to someone that's worthy and that's safe, you know. So a huge thing for my surgery was research. That's a big one. Another thing is I don't like doing anything cheap. Like, I feel like if it's my body, like, I just want to do the best quality that I can. I do not believe in cheap body surgery. I would never. I am not going to go around the way for a couple of dollars to spend on a surgery. I just, like, no. Ew, gross. Okay. Also, like, the price that he was giving was, like, reasonable to me. He quoted me like $8,250 for my surgery, for the breast implants. I had chose to go with the soft touch breasts because they're the newest version out. They're the newest version of implants out after the silicone gummies, and they're basically like the gummies, and like the gummies just give you the perky look, but they're like the perky and soft touch look. So it's like they're soft, but they're perky, but they're super natural. And that's what I'm really going for. So that's worth the $8K for that. Then also because I had a baby, my boobs are like a little lower. And so I'm getting a breast lift as well. So the breast lift is like $5,000. So I chose to go with the doctor that I'm going with now because I did a virtual consultation with him, And on the consultation, it's like normally the other doctor, they're like, oh, what breast size do you want? You want 350? You want 400 cc? He was like, hey, I don't like pick breast size on the consultations. Like, I more so do it in person. Everything has to be natural. I do not do any surgery that do not look natural. And that was the immediate yes for me to go to him, because I was somebody that's going to do me right. Somebody that's going to take in consideration that this is their job and this is a part of their entire business as well. I can't leave this table looking crazy. I need to leave looking better than I came in. That's the whole point of me coming in. What's going on? Jesus. But yeah, so that was a big deal for me. Yeah, mainly that was the fact that he was so bent on the natural look and everything being safe. And that was like why I chose him. Regardless of the amount, because yeah, I can go somewhere cheaper and all these things, but it's like I want to go somewhere safe, you know? Safety's first. I don't want to go around the way and do something for 5K or 3K and be looking crazy. Nah, I want to be perfect. And that's what I'm going. My surgery is scheduled for September 13th. I have my pre-op appointment September 9th. I will be in Beverly Hills. I will be out there in the building, so y'all look out for your girl. I will probably be everywhere if I can see a bitch. I'll be back in Cali, literally. So make sure y'all stay tuned for my next stripper vlog. I will keep y'all updated on my surgery, on anything that's going on with my stripper life.
50K in a day from a customer.
Yeah, bitch, I'm exquisite, no cheap shit. Ahead of these bitches, I leave shit. Making it pop on some freak shit. You bring it to me, you know I'ma make a bag and make it twerk, twerk, twerk. Make that bitch jump. You know I'ma make a bag and make it twerk, twerk, twerk. Make that bitch jump.
I'm at Papados eating seafood. Rex in my pocket and a big tube. The shit in a rock.
Okay, so I know that everyone wanted me to talk about the 100K guy, and since that this customer out here recently gave me 50K, it bumped him up to over 100K. So now he's officially a 100K guy, so I can talk about him. But I'm not really going to go into detail about him just yet. I'm just going to touch bases on the 50K that I got from the guy. Everyone may think like, oh, she did something for the money, or like, oh, she's a stripper and like this and that. Like, yeah, I'm a stripper and I meet guys that come to my job with a lot of money, or that wants to spend money, because that's what they're there for, right? Or that's what we're hoping, right? And yeah, so I met a great customer, and like the coldest thing about him is that like he's not really focused on doing any type of thing like the other guys. When they come to the strip club, they want to see you pop it, twerk it, and like all of that. It's like he really just like wants me to succeed in my business. So it was so crazy, right? Y'all would never believe, because I'm still trying to believe. I had to turn him and say, are you the cops? Okay, right. So I've been had this customer for the past 30 days, probably like a month and a week, you know. I met him at my job, period. And all the girls that work with me, they know it, because they never see me really sit with one customer. And this was the first customer I ever sat with just all the time at my job. Sometimes I would be dressed out just sitting with him and nobody would understand it, but they knew that I don't do no free shit, so they understood in a way. Like, yeah, Passion ain't just sitting with him for nothing. She can be doing her motherfucking job. Yes, girl, I can, period. So yeah, I met this customer one day shift, and I was sitting with another customer getting money from another guy, and it was kind of like dry on the back. I kind of got what I could and I needed to move around, but I was talking to this guy and I kept feeling somebody looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I feel like somebody's staring at me? You know, like one of those, like, what the fuck? So I started turning around, shifting in my seat, like, who's looking? Right? And so I spot this fucking dude just standing at the bar, leaning on the bar, talking to the bartender, just staring directly at my fucking back, piercing through my fucking skin. And I'm like, damn, like, what's up? Like, you want to talk? Because I'm going to walk off on this customer and I need to find another one. So are you the other one? So anyways, long story short, I go up to him because I always do this. Like, what? I go up to him and I'm like, hey, baby, what's up? You know, like, I'm that bitch was popping, period. And he's like, yeah, I really want to talk to you. Long story short, he's like, oh, I don't mind giving you money. I really like being around you. I'm going through a divorce, yada, yada, yada. Big bag, big bag, big bag. So all that's telling me in my head is, oh, he wants to give me his money. He wants to spend it. Give it here. Fast forwarding. I've been at this customer and he been gave me 50K over that. Like, we're not going to go there, right? But I was really nervous to ask him for 50K at one time. Do you hear me? 50K? What? He's like, girl, I just met you. Why would I give you 50K, right? Who would just give somebody $50,000? And then the whole part about it was I said I wanted tomorrow. I wanted 50K the next day. Right? Okay. He's like, oh, I don't know, because you know the bank reports everything after 10K. And I'm like, well, that's what I want. That's what I need. You want to tell me about my business? He's like, I do want to help you with your business, so I don't mind giving you the 50K. And I'm looking like, wait, they just agreed to give me 50K? Yes! Do you hear me? Yes. Okay. I'm literally thinking like, no, this guy's maybe just saying anything. I'm going to wait to see if he give me the 50K. So the day's approaching. The next day comes. I'm like, I'm not going to bring up the 50K because I just know he's going to have it, because I already told him that I wasn't going on a fuck. So he can't possibly be sitting here texting my phone about a boat ride if he don't have the 50K, right? I mean, like, that don't make no sense. He's not that retarded. Okay. So, long story short, we go on the boat. He's like, hey, girl, I have your 50K or something. I'm just looking like, okay, like, this must really be happening. Would you guys believe that he put a pink bow on top? Like, oh, my God. It's so ironic that you already gave me 50K. But it's even more astonishing that you put a pink bow on top. Literally, like, just for Hood Barb. Just for mother. Just for me. And so, like, everybody be like, oh, like, what does she do? What does she do? I'm a boss ass bitch. I does this. I have a business. I have a life. I'm a boss. Anybody that interact with me, they're going to feel this energy. They're going to feel this vibe. And when you're worthy of some type of money, some type of investment, people are going to notice it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see it. They're going to see you for you. And that's what it was. He was like, hey, I want to invest in you and your business. I don't mind dropping 50K. I've already done it so far just by hanging at you at your job. Hanging around me at my job, he's already blew 50K over that. Listen, so me asking him for 50K for something really productive, it wasn't too far-fetched from him. So that's what he did, and that's how I got the 50K. And that's why I posted the messages on my social medias prior to let you guys know that that is my regular customer. The girls at my job know it. They all see it all the time. Period. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.